Hello, I'm Mark Hammett, minister of the Weber Road Church of Christ in Corpus Christi, Texas. I want to welcome you to this devotional and daily Bible reading. And I would ask you right now to turn to Psalm 1. Psalm 1. We're going to spend a little bit of time here for the next 5 to 7 minutes really discussing the Psalms. You know, there are exactly 150 Psalms in the Bible, and there are different types of Psalms. The English Standard Version Study Bible categorizes the different Psalms as follows, and it's very accurate. There are the laments. Those are Psalms that are primarily, they function to lay a troubled situation before the Lord, and then those laments ask Him for help. So you have laments. And then you have hymns of praise. And the primary goal of these is to call and enable God's people to admire God's great attributes, His characteristics, and the deeds that God has done, the blessings He's given to them. Again, those are called hymns of praise. And then you have the hymns of thanksgiving, where God is thanked. And we are to continue to thank God even today. And we know that He will answer those petitions or prayers that are offered up to Him in some way. And then there are hymns celebrating God's law. And these speak to the wonders of what was known as the Torah, the law of Moses, that help worshipers to aspire to obey it more fully. And we see those in the Psalms, those hymns celebrating God's law. We also find the wisdom Psalms. And they take themes from the wisdom books of Job and Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, and then they basically make them a topic of a song that could be sung. There are songs of confidence, and these songs enable worshipers to really deepen their trust in God through all manner of difficult circumstances they might face. You also have royal psalms, they call them, which are concerned with the monarchy of David, really as the vehicle of blessing for God's people throughout the ages. You have historical psalms, and those often take lessons from the history of God's people and the way He dealt with them, and those are addressed in these historical psalms. And last of all, you have prophetic hymns, and these are those psalms that echo themes found in the prophets, especially calling the people to the special covenant relationship that they had with God. They were a blessed people, and they needed to be reminded of just how blessed they were. And that pretty much is a rundown of most of the Psalms and kind of how they fit in a certain category. But I like to spend the next couple of minutes at least reading from Psalm 1. It's a very short psalm, but you've probably heard it read many times, perhaps in service, in a worship assembly, especially at the beginning. It is appropriate. It's a beautiful psalm to think about. Psalm 1. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on His law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yields its fruit in its seasons, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore, the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. What a beautiful psalm to think about. It really reminds us of just how righteous God is and how He is totally opposed to those that would do wickedness or are wicked in the things that they do and they say in their life. Of course, our goal is to be righteous before God. If we can help you in any way here at the Weber Road Church of Christ to get your life going in the right direction toward God, we'd love to be able to do that. If you'd like to have a Bible study, if you'd like to talk about these things a little more, we just want to encourage everyone to make sure that you're right with God. So read through the Psalms. They're a great encouragement to all. I often think about the difficulty and struggles people go through in the world, especially today. And people ask, well, where should I go? Where should I read? And oftentimes I'll just advise them, go to the Psalms first, because you'll find so much wisdom, so much encouragement, and you'll get that confidence that you need to live as a child of God, because we do serve and worship a great and awesome God, which will be something that you'll find as a reminder continually throughout the Psalms. Again, I'm glad that you're joining us. Join us again, please. And may the Lord bless you richly as you seek to follow His will.